Hey guys, so this is Zara, of course. I don't talk to you guys enough anymore. So, yeah. I need to do more videos. I know that, and I found this, what I'm going to be talking about, on the internet, and I thought it was absolutely adorable and just an awesome story. So, if you haven't heard about it, you're going to hear about it from me now. So, in Germany, I guess, there's this little boy, or, you know, little boy, little possibly future trans girl, who knows, who enjoys wearing dresses. And his father, the father of the child, is extremely supportive. So much so that he, to show his love and support, will even go out wearing skirts himself, because the boy wears dresses everywhere. And it's adorable. I think so. I don't even like saying boy, because you never know, like, she could be a little girl. But, you know. So, yeah, like, I read the story, and I will, post a link for it for you guys. I read the story, and they used to live in, like, a bigger city in Germany, I think. Like, West Berlin, I believe it was. And while it still shocked people to see them walking down the street wearing dresses and skirts and stuff, it had become kind of normal. Like, more normal to see them do that. But since then, they had moved to, like, a smaller town that was apparently very religious and dumb. And then the boy would refuse to wear this kind of stuff for fear of what would happen. And then the father, still completely supportive, would just wear the skirts to show support. And this one day, they were walking down the street wearing a skirt and a dress, and this woman was just completely staring. And I have had this happen to me too, a while ago, but still. And I'm sure many other people in our situation have also. The woman was rude as can be, was staring at them. And you know how a lot of people will stare, but then you notice, like, when they see that you notice them staring, they'll be like, oh, what? I wasn't staring at you. No, I was doing this. But then there are the really, really rude people who you'll give them this dirty look, like, stop staring at me, and they'll just keep like, what the fuck? What? You know, we've all had that. Or I know I have anyway. And you want to punch them in the face? Well, this one day, there was one of these really rude people, and the dumb bitch was staring so hard, not watching where she was walking, that she walked into a street lamp. And then the father and the son laughed. For good reason, because she was a dumb bitch. And yeah, it kind of made the boy feel more comfortable. And since then, he would go to a nursery school, because he's only like 4 or something. Like a little kid. He would go to nursery school wearing his dresses, and since then he's even become more comfortable, started doing things like painting his nails, and painting his father's nails. Father, so supportive. Seriously, like, I almost wish that would become like an annual event kind of thing, like, fathers showing support for their transgender children. I don't know, that'd be awesome. It really would. I know. No, that'd be funny with my dad. Still though, that's just an incredible story, and it's absolutely adorable. The world needs more fathers like that. Yeah. He's just trying to be like a role model for his child. Because his child didn't really have any role models. It's almost like what would that child have done without a role model? he might have just kind of grown out of it. I don't know, or maybe maybe wanted to transition, but then decided not to for whatever reason. But then the father, being the role model, is just kind of like, you obviously enjoy this. Do what you want to do. Be who you want to be. I don't care if you want to transition to be female. Do what you want to do and be who you want to be. It's just, I don't know. And I feel like when my generation grows up, there will be a lot more parents like that, because I know a lot of people my age who think the same way. Well, obviously there's me, and I will be a parent like that. If I ever have a transgender child, yeah, like, I would have absolutely no problem, and they would have, like, not that any transition is ever really easy, but I would try to make it as easy for them as possible. And I think a lot of other people my age would be the same way. So I think when my generation is more, like, when we start having more, or I guess we are already having children, because I'm 21, but I don't know. When the younger people who are younger now are parents and grandparents and so on, whatever, you get what I mean, we'll be more understanding. Like, I don't know, my parents are obviously very understanding, and I love my parents, and they're extremely supportive, but the world they grew up in was different, especially my mother. Like, my father grew up here in Canada in, like, the 60s and 70s, and it was a different world then. My mother grew up in, like, the 60s and 70s in Guatemala. So that was a completely different world, where had there been a trans person in the 60s and 70s in Guatemala, who knows, they might have been dead. Probably would have been dead. So, you know, it's just different times. Like, it's more accepted now. It depends on where you are in the world. Here, it's pretty more accepted. But yeah, you know, just be supportive. I loved this story, and I hope you guys did too, because that's how everyone should be. So yeah, this is Zara for my channel. Yeah, so comment, subscribe,